Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. You're watching Big Fish Lad, and today we are going to talk about the future breeding projects with my American cichlids. Yes, I feel now is the time for me to go into breeding these big daft Central American cichlids. Now, if you've watched my videos for a long time, or you know me, you'll know that I used to breed some of them. So I've bred Waru, I've bred angelfish, I've bred the dwarf cichlids, I've bred acaras, I've bred a couple of severums, plecos. So I've not done a massive amount of breeding, but there was a section of time within the hobby where we did quite a bit of breeding, and I used to enjoy it. I enjoy it. It's a cracking thing to see, to reproduce life, I suppose, in your fish room. But obviously then I made the big change to Central American cichlids, and even though I'd kept Central American cichlids before, I didn't fully understand them and know about them. So I'm one of them fish keepers, me, that I believe I'm a sponge. So I try to absorb as much as I can from people, because everything I've learned in this hobby, everything that I know, I learned from somebody else, or or reading books and stuff like that, but mostly by people who know what they're talking about. And like I've said before, I only know what I know. I don't know what other people know, and there's so much to know in this hobby. So I wanted to spend when I made the full changeover to Central American cichlids, which was about a year ago, I wanted to spend that first year learning about the characters and learning about the fish and the way they are opposed to South American cichlids. They're not the same. There's different things that lie with both catch locations. When it comes to breeding, they're probably the same a little bit. In fact, the Central American seem to me probably be a bit easier. I have bred my jag, so remember Mr. Wimpy, God rest his soul. I bred him, and I think I grew about 10 of his young on, which I took to the local fish shop. But that's the only sort of like Central American cichlids that I've bred. And obviously now the fish room has really grown in the last few months, and we're up to 8 tanks, and we've got some fantastic Central American fish. But anyway, this video comes on the back of my Trimac update video, when I mentioned that I had this female, which I never really show the female because you never really see her. She's only small. I'd say she's probably 3 inches. I've had her for probably 7 to 8 months now, and she was only about, I was lucky if she was half an inch when I got her. But anyway, the point is, the male that I have that you've seen, he is an F1 Trimac cichlid from Max Cichlids. And for those of you that know Max Cichlids, you'll know that's a very good quality Trimac. And F1 is obviously is the firstborn to the wild. And then the female that I've got is from the Cichlids of the Americas, and again that was from Robert Limp's fish. Again, a very, very quality fish, another born to the wild. So a few of my viewers on YouTube and a few of my followers on Instagram pointed out to me that I was stupid not to be breeding these 2 fish, and it's not that I'm stupid. I already know that. I knew in my head that someday I was going to do that. But obviously I'm very inspired by conversations that we have around these things. I get very easily inspired by that. So what I've done is I've decided to, well, I've not decided to do it yet, but I think I'm going to do it. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to talk you through what I see as my plan, if that makes sense. But before we do that, guys, before we head over to check out the Trimac cichlids and my other ideas of what I want to breed, my analytics, I've been looking at my analytics, and 50% of my viewers are not subscribed to my channel. So there's an absolute massive amount of viewers there that could be subscribed to the channel, guys. So if you are watching and you're not subscribed, please think about subscribing. It's free of charge. If you do subscribe, click the subscribe button, ping the bell, and that'll just give you notifications of future videos. And as always, guys, if you are already subscribed, cheers, thank you very much. Very much appreciated. Anyway, I'll shut up now. Let's head on over to the Trimax tank. Okay, so I've moved the Trimax into this tank to set them up as a pair. Now, this tank, it's not any bigger than the other tank. It's got better lighting, and it's in a better position, I think, for me. So that's just a personal thing to me. As you can see, I've put the divider in. I will not be not having a divider with these guys, because that male and these male Trimax are deadly. So there's no way I want to lose this fish. What I have done in that divider is, there is a little gap at this side here that she can get through, and she does go through it, and she knows how to get back through it. So I'll leave that up to her. I didn't even realise she could get through that gap at first. So again, you've got to be on your guard with everything, but she can get through and she can get back, and she'll only go in when she wants to. When she has been in, which is only a couple of times, he's not been too bad on her, but she needs refuge. I've got to make sure she's always got that refuge. So anyway, talking about the future plans, I'm sorry they're not out, guys. I'll show you some. If they don't come out on this video, I'll show you a little bit of footage that I took last night of them both. But this tank is a 4-foot tank, so it's a 240 litre. I think it's about 65 US gallons. It ain't big enough. In my opinion, I don't think it's big enough. I think I need to move these. There's the male there, as you can see. If I go near, I'm not going to get the female, but I'll be able to get the male. You can see he looks a bit stressed because she's in there, and he's aware she's in there. You know, if you look at my thumbnail, you see the cracking picture I got of him last night. Look, he's angry now. He's not happy. You saw in the last update he wasn't doing any of this, but he's really got his anger out at the moment. But anyway, we did an update on him, so I won't talk too much. So yeah, they're in this tank right now, and it's not big enough. I don't think it's big enough, because one for all, if I'm going to keep a divider in there, then there's not enough room for her as she grows in that side. And if they do get together and breed, I mean, right now I've set it up as though they're going to breed, so she can lay eggs on there, and he can fertilise them through that divider. If that happens, it happens. Like I said, I'm not too bothered at the moment. But with these Central American cichlids, you never know. If they want to go, they're just going to go. But yeah, so that is the first thing. Now, the other thing what I was hoping was I need a spare tank, obviously, to grow the young out. So, first and foremost, the Trimax pair, they're not a pair, they're not a bonded pair. Another reason why I want to keep them behind the divider. But it's highly likely that at some point they probably will go, because that's what they do, don't they? Fingers crossed. Keep your fingers crossed for me, guys. So, the Trimax pair are the first pair that I'm going to concentrate on. I've got the male Cuban cichlid, and Bill's cichlid room, Bill Jones, he's growing some Cubans out and said to me that if he gets a spare female, I can buy that off him. So I will get that off Bill and try the Cubans. And what else have we got? There was something else I was thinking of, maybe. Oh, actually, that's what it is. I've got something on order, guys. A very, very special order from Max Cichilids. I've got a pair of something coming over, but we're not going to get them till June, so we can't. I can't really show you or talk about them right now. But I'm just going to click a light onto the tank what I've taken the Trimax out of. Okay, now I'm just going to pan you over to this. Sorry, guys, but this is the tank that the Trimax was in. I'm sorry about the glare, but I'm just going to give you a quick overview of this tank. So this is the tank that the Trimax were in. Now, it's just got a few plex in it, so I've got some plecos in it, basically keeping the cycle going at the moment. This is the tank I'm thinking possibly growing the fry out. So that's where I'm thinking of putting the fry in. But the next thing is, I'm going to talk to you about is what I might have to sacrifice to do all this. So, give me a second. So yeah, if I want to move the Trimax will probably have to come into this tank, and you know what tank this is. This is the Gold Jag tank. Now, I really don't want to get rid of the Gold Jags. I don't want to. I really like them, but from a breeding point of view, do I want to breed them? I don't personally want to breed them. I've said to you on millions of occasions, I don't want to put Jags out into the hobby. I certainly don't want to put gold jags out into the hobby. Somebody might, and somebody might want to breed them. So I would love someone to do that. But right now, they're hiding behind there. And I think they're doing a bit of. Let's see if we can see through the side. There they are under there. I think they might be going. They're probably, like I said the other day, they're probably going to go again. But yeah. Anyway, I'm going to hurry up with this. So. That is the tank I think I'm going to put the Trimax in, but I'm going to set it up properly. I'm going to put a black divider in, because the missus isn't overly keen about having that, and get it done up quite nice. There's the female having a nosy. Beautiful pair of fish, but if I'm going to go into breeding and I need to free a tank up, it could be these that are going to have to go. Not 100% sure on that. But anyway, let's go back to the Trimax tank, guys. So yeah, that's where we're up to, guys. A bit of a ramble video, but I just, you know what, I felt as though I wanted to talk it through, if that makes sense. I'm going to do it anyway, or well, if I decide to do it, I'm going to do it anyway. It's a lot of commitment, obviously, breeding fish for a purpose. So, you know, and that purpose for me is putting really good quality Central Americans, or fish, not even Central Americans, fish out into the hobby, because I believe that I have got a very special pair, and it'd be a shame not to waste them. But I'm going to have to do it properly, guys. And if I do something like that, then I will do it properly. You know, they're very, very unlikely I'll let them free from a divider. But we can breed them through the divider, so that's fine. But yeah, I just wanted to talk. Well, I didn't want to talk, you know. I just wanted to tell you it's a video, innit? And you know, unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't know which way you want to look at it, is when you're on YouTube, your fish keeping life becomes everybody else's fish keeping life, because there's always a lot of people out there who have an opinion, and that's fine. That's what I signed up to, and you know, a lot of that opinion that I got on the back of the Trimax cichlid update has led to this, so thank you very much for that. Yeah, anyway, I'm not going to do a outro, whatever, wrap up, guys, because the video has gone on too long, so we will leave it there. I will leave you with some footage of the female. Yeah, that's it. I hope you understand everything I've said there, because I feel as though I've rambled on all the way through the video. But anyway, guys, that's me. I am out. I will see you on the next one. See you later.